there is additional information that you are receiving about an answer that you already have. So you've already gotten an answer to a question you were asking. You put two and two together. Perhaps it even seems obvious to you now that you look back, like, oh, duh, of course it's this. Or of course that person is the way they are, whatever it is for you. But there's something more that wants to come through to you about this answer that you've received, or about this knowingness you have. It's like there's another facet or dimension that has yet to be revealed to you, and it's important this information Spirit has. There's also an increase in your conscious awareness that is happening during this time in the new moon in Taurus energy. Now, I've tried to start this reading, I don't even know how many times now, but it's been a lot. And the energy's been clunky. Then Pixel came up and interrupted me. My words are tripping over themselves. So like a lot has been going on here in this energy. So I thought, okay, I'm going to pull 2 alchemy cards from this oracle deck and see what the energies are of this new moon in Taurus, what 2 energies are coming together, or maybe the 2 things you put together, the 2 and 2, and sit with it before I turn on the camera. And then the card that came out was rotation. And this card speaks about doing something over and over and over again. Did I say repetition or rotation? I'm not sure. But there is a repetition here. So Spirit is saying that when you do something over and over again, it can be frustrating. You could want to give up, or you could think now is not the right time. However, sometimes this repetition is exactly what's needed in order to perfect or refine the energy. Also, every time that you repeat something, there's always a slight difference in that repetition. So some of you might be hearing something about a repeating cycle. You're going to repeat a cycle. Someone's repeating a cycle, etc., etc., etc. But Spirit wants you to know that you never repeat something exactly the same. With every repetition, there's a difference. So if you think about drawing a circle as your cycle and then tracing over that circle, it's very hard to exactly trace over it. Usually when we trace over it over and over, there's some slippages. We go outside the lines, we go inside the lines, like there's differences that happen. So some of you might be having something come up again. Maybe it's a person, an event, a situation, a thought form, a feeling. But Spirit wants you to know that this is coming back around, or it's happening so that you can refine something, so that you can alchemize something, so that you pay attention to the process and you realize the slight differences that are here now because you've had an ascension. Okay? So the other card that came out is Jupiter, which is all about expansion. So this is very positive. This is about your consciousness expanding as you go over something again and again and again. Maybe it's a situation you're going over in your mind, or you're running into the same similar characters in your life. Or it could be anything that is happening more than once, or that you're feeling again, perhaps. There's also something very important that Spirit wants you to pay attention to when it comes to process. When you're processing energy, or you're processing a reading, or you're processing grief, or your creative process, or the process of a relationship. Because the gold is in the unfolding. The gold is in the understanding and learning. The gold is in the experience. Not in the memory, not in the outcome, not in the final answer. I'm hearing collusion. I don't know what that's referring to there. But there's something about attending to the subtleties and the energies that happen as they unfold that give you that additional information even more than the outcome does. Does that make sense? Okay. I got some messages here that are kind of strange, a little bit of a riddle. So we'll see how they pull into the reading, or if they don't, I don't know. But I heard all clear, the tides are turning. So this is a process of clearing energy, whatever's going on here. This rotation of energy. It's like I'm seeing a record now. It's like a record going around, and the needle moves across the record, playing the same record, but a different song each time. Okay? So as the record spins round and round, same record, different song. Okay? So that's an important metaphor for someone. The tides are turning. There is change happening. Then I got the number 1909, might be an address, apartment number, a year. I'm seeing it like on stone here. Then I also got this riddle. And what I got is the glass breaks and the clock strikes 12. And then I saw a white bird appear, and it feels like this white bird, kind of like a cuckoo clock that comes out of a clock, right? But it's white. This white bird is going to give you an answer. It's delivering you some notice. Okay. But the clock striking 12 seems to be important. And also on this rotation card, we have the spider hanging from the top, which would be 12 o'clock here, which is the hangman, number 12. So gaining a new perspective, another level of consciousness, noticing the subtleties, okay, and hanging in there, even though you're doing something again and again and again. Trusting the process. Okay, let's get in, guys, and see what's going on for you. Let's see. What should we ask from here? Well, let's see the theme here. Jupiter, expansion. And in this new moon in Taurus, the moon will be meeting Jupiter in Taurus. So the moon represents intuition, emotions, the dark feminine. The feminine, but maybe the dark feminine. I don't mean dark as in negative, okay? So that's what's expanding in this energy. And the dark feminine, for me, in the tarot, is the high priestess. Okay, and the high priestess does hold hidden knowledge, does have additional information, and you do have to be patient and aware of the subtleties to receive what the high priestess has to say. Okay, she doesn't just hand out, I'm seeing on like something about an index card, hand out information on index cards. I don't know. Okay. Something about studying. Let's see. What's the theme of this reading? I'm hearing the letter K. Let's see. Eros. What are you attracting? This rotation, this cycle repeating. And again, I know that can be like, well, it can be triggering to hear that in tarot because it's said so often as a negative thing whenever we're out there in tarot land, right? Cycles repeating. You don't want to repeat a cycle, etc., etc. But Spirit's like wanting you to know that like even if you do, there's a repetition. It's a spiral, right? We've talked about this. Time is a spiral. Life is a spiral. You are a spiral. Round and round we go. Okay, so this isn't a negative thing to repeat the cycle. Maybe it's like you're repeating life. It's an incarnation, right? Like, okay. But Eros talks about sensual, sexual energy, creative pull and drive, attraction towards others. There's something about this energy that's expanding. So you're attracting right now. You are attracting a lot of energy as you repeat something. Maybe this is something you're saying, or you show up to something over and over again. This is very Taurian to like keep going, like not allow the obstacle to stop you, right? So You know, Taurus likes to persevere because Spirit wants you to attract something in this perseverance, or there's something attractive about your perseverance, about your resilience. What's going on here? Maybe you feel like a cycle never ended. Okay, what's happening? The river. The vessel. I'm hearing sleep token again. I know I mentioned them a few times, but I'm hearing that the verdict. I'm hearing the verdict. Someone's going to receive a verdict, maybe about your mother or a situation with a mother. Okay, but that line, I got a river running right into you. I know, guys. Hold on. Let me look this up. This is important. Thank you guys for being here and having patience for my process, the process of how I work with energy. It's really special to me, this work. So, yeah, thanks for honoring it too. Okay. Let's see, hopefully that comes up. The summoning. Oh my God, I got that. I got that when I was trying before to do the reading, that you're summoning something. Okay. Maybe an animal. Okay, let's start again. I've got a river running right into you. I've got a blood trail red in the blue. Something you say or something you do, a taste of the divine. You've got my body, flesh and bone. Yeah, the sky above, the earth below. Raise me up again. Take me past the edge. I want to see the other side. See the other side. Okay, and then there's a line here. Oh, my love, did I mistake you for a sign from God? Are you really here to cut me off? Or maybe just to turn me on with arrows? It's interesting too. I was listening to somebody talk about The Course in Miracles, which is a book, and they were talking about lust versus love and etc. They're kind of demonizing lust a little bit, which it didn't resonate with me. So I feel like there's something coming up about that. Okay, there's a desire here, and you're attracting somebody who wants you to show them the other side. Right. Oh, hold on. Yeah, it's like somebody wants you to show them another side, the other side of something, but you're on a spiral. You're going around, and again, not in a negative way. And it's like somebody else wants to see something else, but you can't be anything else but the spiral that you are. And they're like drawn to you, they're attracted to you. And as you keep spiraling and you keep expanding, like the spiral you are the spiral, right? It like gets bigger and bigger and bigger. And they're like drawn to you. Now, this could be a collective, this could be an aspect of yourself, this could be a friend, this could be a family member, this could be love, right? Whatever. But it's like, or just energy, an animal, I don't know. But they're drawn to you, but they want something else from you that you're not. This is part of the additional information. They want something from you that you're not, but they're deeply attracted to what you are. That sounds like quite the pickle for them. Okay, yeah. You've got my body, flesh and bone, lust. So, okay. So let's pull one of these cards. Finally, I feel like a breakthrough in the energy. Okay. And maybe you're going to feel that too. Finally, a breakthrough. Hold on. Somebody's trying to, like, as you expand, it's like they feel like they contract. I don't know, but this is not, I don't feel like this is in a negative way, like you get bigger, they get smaller. Like, in terms of some kind of, I don't know, importance. This is more like there's a dynamic between these two energies. It's like expansion, then contraction, and then maybe they expand in the next cycle, and you, like, I don't know what's going on here. I'm seeing the lemniscat. It's like the energies flowing into one another here, or at least maybe this is how they feel it. Okay, tell me, what are we talking about? Making magic. This is definitely something alchemical going on. Whatever you touch turns to gold, and you manifest like the powerhouse you truly are. You're expanding, rotation in Jupiter. So you're crafting. You're crafting gold. You're making gold. And this is like the summoning. You're summoning. And you don't even realize that you're summoning some things towards you. Well, what are these things? Who are these things? Where do I go for that? Okay, who are these things? Kairos, Aletheia, and Anima Mundi. Whoa. These are spirit guides as well. They're energies. It's knowledge. It's not just a person or a group of people. Like, this is big forces that you're summoning. Time. Mythic time. The 12 o'clock. The clock strikes 12. Kairos. Aletheia is about truth. This is the white bird. Yeah, there's that contraction, expansion, the white bird. And Anima Mundi is a card that speaks about like all the possibilities in the universe, all the elements, all the things are at your disposal. But you're going to be careful about what you do. Now, I'm just looking at this line here. This could be for a very particular group of people, not all of you. But it says, I would be lying if I told you that I didn't wish that I could be your man, or maybe make a good girl bad. Okay, my eye just went to it, so that could be a message for you. Somebody's very attracted to the magic you're making. Well, who wouldn't be? Because these 3 cards here, I mean, this is not some mundane stuff you're doing. This is magic. This is the spiral. The rotation, around and around, all the elements and spirit and all the things that can be made of those 5 things of the 5-pointed star: earth, water, air, fire, and spirit. Truth. Life, I'm hearing. Truth and life. Okay. Tell me about this person or group of people here. Eight of Swords. Yeah, that's like they're feeling like they want something from you that you're not, but they're so attracted to what you are. God. You keep doing you. You keep being you and doing things the way you're doing them. There are going to be some energies around that might express their frustration. But that's not even about you, okay? That's about the High Priestess. That's about them. Yeah, look at this High Priestess in this deck. You can probably barely see it. It's kind of like a little outline. The white bird to here too. The white bird. Hidden information. Okay, I don't know, Spirit. Let's get a little bit of a spread out so that we can have some structure as we go in further. Let's see the energies that are supporting the collective at this time. The taste of the divine. I'm telling you, somebody or a group of people or like spirits, I don't know, somebody's looking at you as pretty damn seductive, divine, holding occult knowledge, esoteric knowledge. The glass breaks, the clock strikes 12. A white bird appears to give you notice of what's been going on. Anything else in these lyrics? No, I think that's it. The energy supporting you, the aristocrat. Wow, you're being given some kind of status here. Tell me more. Transformation. This is so beautiful. I hope you're proud of yourself. I know that this reading's a little abstract, but for those it's for, that won't matter anyways. Okay, won't matter anyways. Because you've really transformed here in your life. You've transformed the meaning of status for yourself, what it means to have status. Perhaps before you were thinking more in an egoic way, but now you're seeing it on a soul level, what it means to hold status spiritually. Status. That's a weird word. Tell me about this status. The magician? That's your status, the magician? Guys. Making magic with the magician? All right, let's see the energies challenging you. So now you know. So now you know. I hope you know. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt your intuition. Don't doubt your abilities. Don't doubt it. You know, be mindful and careful and intentional about what you're doing and all of that stuff, but don't doubt it. And you could, I could understand how you could doubt it, because it's like you're going round and around with the rotation. It's like, well, if I'm the damn magician, Andy, then why am I like still here in this cycle or still doing this thing? Or why can't like I press record and get the reading out the first time? Well, it's like a spirit saying it's refinement. It's like each time you go around the circle, new energy happens. It's like stirring the cauldron, you know? It's like you have to stir the ingredients. I don't know what you're doing, but it's important. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself. I'm hearing L, the letter L. Linda, maybe? Okay, let's see. The energy's challenging you. The energy's challenging you. Mortality. The traveler. The weaver. Some of you are thinking about what happens after life, the visionary. What happens to your consciousness? Now, of course, I don't know, but I have a feeling that it has a lot to do with what you do and what you experience during your life. That you know, cultivates your consciousness and will carry over into your death life, you know what I mean? Where your soul goes. So make sure that the experiences that you're having, the thoughts, and so on, are those that you want to weave into your consciousness so that you can travel to those places after. There's also something here that you might think is over or done and gone. And Spirit's saying you can weave those energies from maybe the past, and this could even be like a past ambition you had, whatever. It's like you could bring them back in. You can time travel them, you know, Kairos, mythic time. We've had a few readings here for the collective about abilities to time travel. Okay? In your consciousness, right? In your consciousness. I'm not talking about like having an actual machine here. Okay? But if you want to visualize it that way to help your consciousness expand, go for it. But you can weave together past life energy or ancestral energy, rotation, going around and around and around to refine your web here. This is so important, the weaver. Weaving together knowledge, information, experiences. Okay, the additional information though. The additional information. There's a lot going on. Okay, there's something here that's very important you know about somebody being extremely attracted to you or a group of people. But they're having a hard time resonating at the same frequency as you, or they have an issue with something that you're doing. But you can't do it any different. So don't waste your time trying to appease anybody here, because if you were to try to please them and do something their way, okay, or how or be something that they want you to be, they wouldn't actually be attracted to you. Their attraction is to who you actually are, okay? Their issue is more with themselves than anything else, because you're acting as a mirror, showing them who they are not, and maybe who they want to become, or maybe who they will become, but they're not there yet. For some of you, somebody lost an opportunity, and I'm hearing you are the face of the opportunity that they lost. Maybe it's you that they lost, or maybe you have gained something that they wanted. I'm seeing blood trail. I've got a blood trail, red and the blue. Something you say or something you do. Okay, tell me more about this Eros, the attraction, betrayal. Interesting. The defender, mischief, and the reflection. I told you, you're a mirror, the sage. You're a mirror for their own betrayal of themselves, okay? This isn't for all. Like, you're also attracting really good people, don't get me wrong, but there's something about this song that's making this message come through, or emphasizing it. Did I mistake you for a sign from God? Or are you really here to cut me off? Or maybe just to turn me on? It's like this person doesn't know who you are, what you're doing in their life. And maybe you're not even directly in their life. They could have been very defensive about their mischievous behavior. How do I explain this, Spirit? Mask. Yeah, it's like they want you to take off the mask, but there is no mask. Interesting. Okay. Let's get further into your energy and see what's going on. Tell me about the collective's energy, Spirit guides. 9 of Swords. The repetition, maybe the rotation. Tell me more about this frustration. They're in the 8 of Swords, whoever this is. You're in the 9, but you got something big going on. It feels to me like, as I'm reading the energy, it feels like there's this little, it's not little, sorry. There's this issue going on over here, some kind of interpersonal relationship issue with a group of people or a person. And then there's like this huge expansion going on over here where you're making gold. You know, you're doing something really important. You're accessing all this divine wisdom and energy. And it almost feels like talking about these two things together isn't in balance in some way. And maybe that's what you feel too. It's like, I'm expanding, I'm growing, I'm healing, I'm moving on in my life, I'm doing creative things, or I'm doing good things in my business, whatever, right? You're doing things, big things. Clearly, you're the magician and making magic. I mean, Spirit said right here, you're the magician making magic, transforming things. But then over here, there's this like thing kind of like nipping at your shoulder. Your shoulder. Maybe someone wants to lean on you a little bit. And it's like, how is this cycle happening over here when I'm doing such big things over here? Well, okay, so I get that. So why, Spirit? Why is that? Page of Swords, because you're meant to see the additional information. Thank you for bringing me back. The 3 of Swords. The Seven of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. The Nine of Wands. Something, yeah, how do I say that? There's something about a painful situation, okay, that you need additional information. It's been trying to come to you for some time. Let me just look at these cards for a sec. There's something you missed. What is this? Look at this. So you're looking at the Three of Swords, and I'm really focused on this hand coming out. It's like you were betrayed. Betrayal came out. You were betrayed, or something really hurt here, and there was a hand, but you're reaching for it, so you saw the hand. So you're aware of that. You know that. And the hand is most likely spirit here. I mean, it's kind of a disembodied hand over there. So it's spirit helping you up. But then over here we have the Seven of Pentacles, which is taking accountability, taking stock. It's also being patient or waiting for something to happen or to grow. With the Two of Cups, and in this Two of Cups, somebody's kind of like an apparition, a ghost, not fully present. So there's a desire to unify here, but unify with what? Oh, okay. Unify with what? What are you trying to unify with? Or who are you trying to unify with? It could be a life path even. It doesn't have to be a person. But there's something that you've been working towards or thinking about, or something that's been on repeat here, rotating in your life. It has to do with unifying. But it's almost like you're not really sure what. Maybe you're really sure what you don't want to unify with. And you need to be a little bit clearer with spirit and with yourself, with your higher self, about what it is that you're manifesting. Okay, cool, you can make magic, but what do you want to do with this? Yeah, that's kind of the vibe, because this is like, there's a lot here. It's like, what are you going to do with all of this? Jupiter, because it's expanding big time. So you kind of have to steer this expansion in the direction you want it to go, lest it steer you, okay? Because you're summoning something here. So mindful intention about what you're summoning, what you're weaving together. Are you weaving together something maybe that you don't want to? Something from the past, perhaps, or something that doesn't have longevity? Or maybe you're just not sure. So the additional information Spirit wants you to know is that you've gotten your answer, and you are attracting like a magnet right now. And you need to know what it is that you want to attract. Because you're attracting something over here that's a little like strange, sus, like not really in resonance. It almost seems like a little bit of an obsession. Like I'm seeing the line, rise me up again, take me past the edge. I want to see the other side. I don't know, somebody wants your energy, okay, a little bit. I've got a river running right into you. They could feel like they got you, or you're preoccupied with their energy, or they're flowing into you somehow. They can think what they want. Maybe that's true, maybe it's not. I don't know. But what do you want to pull into you, towards you? What do you want to manifest? This is the additional information that you need to get clear on, because you got your answer. Okay. So what is it that collective wants to manifest? Four of Pentacles, safety, security, peace of mind, 10 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, and the Star. That's beautiful. Queen of Pentacles. Definitely something about safety and security, confidence, abundance, feeling grounded, working with others who appreciate you, who elevate you, who celebrate you. But again, 10 of Cups is also beautiful. This is about long-term happiness, finding your tribe. Some of you want to learn more about astrology, okay? But regardless, it's like it ends with the Star, which is your destiny, your path. But look at the Star card. She's like dipping her cup in, kind of playing with the water, not really knowing what's up ahead. So this is important. This is really important. And maybe this is why Spirit got me to say in the last all signs, like, where do you want to be 3 years from now? You can still enter to win a free reading if you haven't already. The last all signs, by the way. So check that out. But it's like, where do you want to be? It's important. Right. And maybe this has to do with something about that repeating cycle. Because where you want to be in 3 years' time maybe doesn't need to look so different than now, but it will be. I don't know how to say that. Maybe it's a feeling that you're after and not necessarily something in the material world. Maybe, I don't know. What am I saying here? Let's get one of these cards to give me some guidance in this reading. And then I want to ask what you don't see coming here. Tell me more about this not knowing where to go or not knowing what to do. First breath, beginner's mind, and resonating. That's beautiful. Okay, let's look at number 21. Beginner's mind. A fresh start, a renewed curiosity, natural trust, beginner's mind. When the first breath card shows up for you, it is time to leave the old stories and tales behind. You have arrived. Take a deep breath and another. There is nothing else you need to do but take in the new world that is revealing itself around you. Trust your natural curiosity. There is no need to dwell on how difficult... Whoa, throat chakra. Yeah, Patrick. There is no need to dwell on how difficult the journey has been or how tight the passage to get to where you are now. Just take it all in and experience the awe and wonder of your arrival at this destination. Okay, so everything that happens to reading for me is part of it. So, like, and that doesn't happen usually. I don't just suddenly lose my voice like that. So there's something about this beginner's mind, fresh start, new destination that maybe isn't something you vocalize to yourself or you haven't been able to say. And then Patrick's, my cat, is crying at the door, creating a little bit of a distraction. So you could be distracted from your fresh start. Okay, there's some kind of ambiguity you have around this, or something's making you uncomfortable here about this new beginning. Maybe because you just don't know where you're going. Even if it is a familiar place you have come to many times before. So many cards on the table, and it's quite messy. It's a little chaos here. You try to experience it as if for the first time, for you are renewed, and the old you is no longer your concern. Right. Practice the beginner's mind, not labeling or naming what you see and experience. That situation that was so difficult only a few days ago, just be with it and breathe. Yesterday I got a message about 24 hours can do a whole lot or something like that. Like something changes in 24 hours. So maybe that's for you too. You have already gone beyond it, have overcome it, and resolved it, even if no one else realizes this yet. Soon enough they will as you move on. Do not squander the power of first breath, giving the old narrative mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. Use it for new beginnings, to animate a world you can play and create in. Do not underestimate the power of your breath and the magic of your word, something you do, something you say. Let's just take a quick peek at the whale song, because I am noticing it's in this circle here, resonating. Remembering, harmonizing. There are moments in life when you have a sense of deja vu, that you visited this place, these feelings, this person before, and you know that a new opportunity to dance has come round again. Yeah, something is repeating. And Spirit is saying you can take a beginner's mind to this repetition, to this rotation around this cycle, because there is something valuable for you to create here. Your magic, your words. Maybe you're going to say something different this time around. Maybe you're going to produce something different. You have the ability to transform some old energy here. You have the status of the magician. For Pete's sake, I'm here. For Pete's sake. You will achieve more than the plans you set in motion if you use this opportunity to be curious and take a much needed break from what your mind thinks it needs to accomplish. Your heart is calling. Answer it. Okay, let's see what you don't see coming here. What does your heart want to manifest? Page of Pentacles. Learning something new. Becoming a student once again. Student of life, student of love, student of something, some discipline. I don't know. It's like your heart wants to learn something. Four of Wands. So you can really exit some old energy, I feel. Open the door. Stability, security. Some of you, this is about moving, okay? Others of you, this is just King of Pentacles. It's just about you mastering your 3D material reality, the things around you, the people around you, your relationships, by understanding the power you hold within you energetically, the magnificence of your mind, and how it manifests reality into form, that you are the magician and you can have what you want here. Okay, anything else that needs to be said? What about this? I'm hearing dodo bird. Maybe this is somebody's extinct over here. Okay, so anything else about these people or this person? Seven of Swords. Yeah, I feel like this person who wants you to rise them up again, maybe give them a raise, or show you something. Or they want you to show them something. Make a good girl bad, make a good boy bad, whatever it is. They want to taste your divinity. I mean, whoever this is, Seven of Swords. There's something that needs to be cleared in their energy, the Wheel of Fortune. There's something that needs to be cleared in their energy, okay? They're on their own cycle. They could be telling you that they've changed or they're in alignment with you in some sense. Awakening, yeah, that they've had an awakening, or that, yeah, it's like they're saying they're on the same page with you, the High Priestess, but you know, the Lovers, the Sun, all about this contract. Like I said, you've received your answer, whether this is work, family, love, friendships, you've received your answer, Okay, so the additional information is that you got to start being real intentional about what you're going to do here. Beginner's mind. Because you might find yourself rotating around some energy that you've been around before, but it's an opportunity to create something new here. Or maybe you're doing a job over and over again, or you're, whatever it is that you're kind of repeating, or repetitive thoughts, or there's opportunity to create something new. So you got to find out what it is that you want to do with what you have and with what you know. Because Spirit really wants you to come through with something big, the tower, to blow the roof off something. Clock strikes 12. Maybe you're the white bird delivering notice. All right, are we done? I heard no. 45 minutes. Okay, well, let's pull out one more card. To close it. What do we want to pull to close it? What do we want to say here? Discernment? Yeah, okay, we talked about that though. Changes. There's that there's the bird in the spiral. There's changes happening. The tides are changing. The tides are turning. All clear. Please be discerning about what you're going to do now with the energy. Take conscious action. Be conscious of your thoughts. They're so, so powerful. Okay, one more. I don't know why I feel like this isn't duality. White and black bird. Remember that duality exists within us all. We all have light and dark aspects. We all have a shadow. And there's no sense shaming our shadow, okay? Or trying to eliminate that side of us, because what we want here is balance, and we can't be balanced if we eliminate one of the polarities. Expansion, contraction, all of it. Correspondence. We need both polarities. So there's things that your shadow could want, or is that your shadow is invested in. And maybe you need to acknowledge that a little bit and see where that's coming from or what that means to you. Yeah, this might not be for all. Pine cones could be significant for someone. This might not be for all, but maybe you want to have a little sit down and ask your shadow, hey, what do you really want? And you might hear some things that are like, whoa, excuse you? Excuse you? You want that? That's not good for us. Okay, well, good. Consciously you know that. But you have to know what your shadow wants. Otherwise, it's going to be real sneaky and find out ways to self-sabotage or involve yourself in situations, to try to get what it wants because you're not listening. So you don't have to give it what it's directly asking for. Like maybe it's like, hey, let's call up our ex or whatever. Hey, let's stay at this job. That sucks, Say those are the things your shadow wants. Say, okay, I hear you, but why do we want those things? What is it that we're really looking for in that? What experience is it that we want to repeat? And why? Okay, that's for some of you. It's really important because your mind is so powerful. So you need to really know it. Know thyself. All right, guys, that's what I have for you. I love you so much. I'll see you next time.